Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day today. Today is the day I'm going to work on this ceiling here. Try and figure something out for it to at least look halfway decent. I think I have a plan. So let's give it a try. And then I think the modeling will be done on this thing, and maybe I can tweak a few of the lights in Unity, and it'll be done. So I know that's optimistic, but you never know. Um, I think what I'm going to do is begin up here with a cube and bring this up, and this is going to be kind of the basis of this ceiling panel. And I think I'm going to do maybe 3 of them because I can see 2 here. I can see 2 here. I think I'm going to try and do 3 of them across the whole top of the cargo bay here. So I'll scale out here, try and get this in place like this. Let me see, how wide does it need to be? Well, it probably needs to be a little bit narrower than that. I'm going to say something like this. I think that'll probably work. And then, let's see, I'm going to want to bring it back. And as I said, I want there to be 3 of these. So we just need to figure out how big it needs to be for 3. So if I put that there, what I can do is I can use the array modifier just to test it here. If I turn on the array and change 0 in the x, 1 in the y. Okay, no. How about -1 in the y? -1. There we go. And then let's do 3 of them. I'm going to do a slight offset here. Very slight. Maybe like that. No, not slight enough. Let's try that. Yeah, like that. Then is that going to do it? I think so. I think that will do it. I could make it a little bit bigger perhaps. Let me grab that face there and just pull that out just a little bit. There you go. Something like that. Okay. So now that's how big it should be. I'll get rid of this array modifier for now because I don't care about it. And so this is going to be the ceiling. Now I'm going to take it to a whole other layer here just so I can work on it in peace. There we go. So what I'm going to do is insert some edge loops and then extrude these pieces in. And then it looks like there are these pipes, these bars that go through here. I can create those. And these beams here inside. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So let's try and how many... Let's see, I'm just trying to figure out how many we need here. Probably, so that's going to be the center. Okay, I'm going to go with this, and then I'm going to grab these 2 edges and scale these out in the x. Oops, SX. Like that. Okay. I can probably scale these out as well. I don't need to, but I will. There we go. Now I've got to get, so I need an edge like here and an edge here. Now I should be able to, oh, let me also put 2 edges in here, like, maybe like this. Then I need to take these guys. Oh, I need a couple of edges through here, don't I? Like this. Now, is this going to work? All right, let's give it a try. I'm going to grab these, these, and these, and let's extrude them up, like so. Okay, so that's that basic shape. That should work, right? That's this basic shape. So now, I kind of like these curved edges. I'm wondering if I can get in there and use a bevel. Let me just test one of these. If I apply the scale and get in here with Control B, let me do that. All right, now get in here with Control B, and yikes, that's not going to work. All right, let me try that again. Bevel. Yeah, that's not going to work. How about over here? Yeah, I don't like it. All right. I was hoping I'd be able to get a little bit of that curve in there, but it doesn't appear it wants me to do it. Let's try that again. Just want to try it one more time. Aha! So I hadn't done this scale there. Okay. And then a little bit of a curve there like that. Yeah, see, I like that. Okay, so I'm going to undo it, and then I'm going to do them all the same. Whoa. Let's go like this, and grab all of these edges. And I'm going to try and do these all the same, all at once. Don't know if it'll work, but it's always fun to try. Okay, so grab that and that. Do I have them all? Let's see. Yep, I think I have them all. So now let's try again. Control E, bevel. And I'm going to bring these out like that. Oh, I don't want to overlap them like that. Let me try this. Yeah, that gives it a little bit of a curve. Oh man, I didn't do that. All of these. All right. Let me undo. Oh, it didn't hold my... All right, I'm going to try again. Let me get all of these first. Okay. And I just want to do them all at once so I'm sure they're the same size. I mean, yeah, you can do it so when you bring the bevel back up, it'll give you the same settings, but I want to try this. Did I get them all? Let's try this again. So there should be... Nope, I didn't get that one. Oh, didn't get that one there. Okay. Should be 4 there, 2. Okay. Let's try this again. So, I'm going to try here, bevel, shift and drag. Now, I could do that, but I'm not going to overlap them like that. Like that. Let's try that. Yeah, I think they're just curved enough. That's good. Okay. So now that we have that, I want to put in these crossbars here. That looks like that's just a cube. That shouldn't be too difficult there. I'm just going to select these two and move the cursor to it, and then add a cylinder. I'll make it 12. I don't need any cap fills at all. Rotate it around the X. Scale it in the Y a bit. And then I want to scale it down in the X and the Z, right? S, Shift Y. And that'll scale it down in the X and Z. Oh, it's going the wrong way. Why didn't you tell me? All right, so RZ90. Now let's move this down this way. Okay. And here we go. Like that. Okay. Now I can probably smooth that. And let's put this over here like this. So now I need several. It doesn't look like they're evenly spaced, does it? Like it's 2 here and 3 there. That's interesting. Why? But I'll go ahead and do this like that. And I'll grab all of these, duplicate these, and move these over here. Okay. And then I guess I move them all over there. This one doesn't look like it's in the right place. There. Grab all of these. I'll go to the top view. Really? Did I do this? No, I didn't do this. I'll hit Control 7, spin that around. There we go. Now let's duplicate this in the X. Move that over there. Okay. So that's that. It looks like there's also kind of an extrusion there as well, like somewhere. Oh, I can't because I can't insert an edge loop there because of these guys. These guys are making these so they're n-gons more than 4 sides. So what I need to do, well, what I can do then, well, there's a couple ways to do this. I guess I use the knife tool, right? Why don't I do that? I'll go back up to the Control 7 here. And let's use the knife tool to get through that, like here and here. Hit Enter. And then here and here. Okay. I should probably also connect them up down here. Do I care? Not really, but I'm going to do it anyway. Like this. And there we go. Like that. And what in the world happened here? Oh, I must have Yikes, what did I do? Oh man, I really made a mess of that, didn't I? All right. Well, I'll take these two and I'll dissolve those edges and I'll make it right. There we go. Like that. Okay, that's better. Kind of a pain. I should have done this before I did all the bevels, but I was so excited to get it to get it done. All right. There we go. Now, finally, I should be able to take all of this and just extrude that down just a hair. That's all I wanted. Out of all of that, that's all I wanted. It's just a little tiny extrusion that you can see there. All right, so lastly, it looks like there's a couple of pieces here. I think I'll just add those. That doesn't look like it's too difficult. So I'll add that. I'll put the cursor right there. Add a cube. And let's just scale this way down. Like that. Like this, and drop it in there. Like that. That's really all we need, I think. Like there. And then I'll grab these two and just move them down over here. So we have, you know, something in there to look at. If anyone ever sees up. All right, so I think that's going to be good enough for this. It's going to be seen from a distance. I like these though. I don't know what they are. It's almost like they're hinges. I'm not sure. Let me bring these things back here. And I could put like some hinges on there. You know, like I could maybe put some hinges right on here. It might look good. Now, let me see what's going on out here. All right. I'm just browsing through the chat here. All right. Have I tried Filter Forge? No, I have not. What is that? Is it a well, now I've got a now you've piqued my curiosity here. Let me hang on. Filter Forge, Photoshop plugin to create, build your own filters. Oh. No, I have not tried that at all. What are you using it for? Oh, scale in the Y to line them up. Oh, you're right. These guys here, let me do that. Well, now I've got them beveled, so what do I do here? I guess what I could do is just go, if I select this one and control click this one, That'll select those. And then I can just do this, do that here, SY. Yeah, like that. Select this, control click this, SY. There we go. Thank you. It's a great idea. All right. What else? Textures. Oh, so you're creating your own textures using those filters. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. I haven't even that hasn't even been on the radar for me at all. I'll take a look at that. I'm going to build a hinge here real quick with a just a cylinder real quick. Yeah, that's fine. Well, 12. I'll do 8. And I'll put a triangle fan on it. And I'll rotate it around the Y. Like that. Scale it out in the X. And there we go. Well, that's kind of small, isn't it? Is that even going to be seen? Not really. Let me try this. Let me try that. Something like that. I kind of feel like it needs some sort of... Yeah, something like that. Just so as they connect, it looks like maybe they're hinged or something. I mean, I honestly don't know how these things work. I've never seen one open. I've never seen one in person. I need someone to pay me to go out and do the research. That's what I need. Or I can use Google Images. All right, so let's take a look at that. So if we look up there, yeah, I think that'll work, actually. Let's try it. I'm going to go ahead and UV it and, texture it, and then we'll take it into Unity and try it. I'm correct on the hinges, really. Well, thank you. It just seemed like that's the way it could be. That's pure luck. Okay, cool. Well, then I'll go with it. Let's take this thing, and I'm going to combine the whole thing together with Control J. And now let's UV it. I'm going to go into the UV screen layout because that's just what I like to do. There we go. And I don't need this anymore. That isn't going to help me. This I don't, you know what, it's going to be up real far. It's going to be in the dark. I don't care a whole lot about it, honestly. Not Alt-A, that turned on animation. Let me stop it. Let's do, let me go back and make sure I didn't turn on the animation. Okay, it is stopped. Control-A should not be how you play the animation. It really shouldn't. Alt-A. Control-A, scale. Now let's try this. U, Smart UV Project. And stretch to UV bounds, no. Let me turn on the stretching here. Stretch. Let's take a look. What happened there? It's kind of a... That's a... Oh, I guess it broke all of that out. It didn't need to do that. All right. So what I guess I'll do is I'll go ahead and UV it like this, and then I'll just use Smart UV Project for the poles, maybe. Let's try that. Don't know why it did that. So I will try this. I will try and split it out like this, although, oh, they're not selecting all my bevels. Oh, man. Killing me here. All right, I'll go through and I'll select them. Fine. Let's do that. Oops. No. Oh, come on. There we go. Anything else? Yeah, there's quite a few over here. So, there's that. So I just want to mark these seams here like this. There we go. I think that's going to work. I'm going to quickly mark those seams before I accidentally deselect them. So I'll just now take this piece and use unwrap. What the? That's awful. That's truly awful. It doesn't look, it's like it isn't, like the scale isn't applied yet. Let's try that again. No, that's what I get. Huh. Okay. I'll take it. I will take it as long as it's broken out and it isn't stretched. Let's give that a try. Okay. That is going to have to work. So I've got this. I'm going to give it material. I'll call it ceiling. I'll call it ceiling panel. I'll give it a name. Over here, we'll call it ceiling panel. And then I think that's good. It looks like it's all one material, right? It doesn't look like I'm going to need to use vertex paint to differentiate anything. It's just all painted metal. I think that'll be fine. So I'm going to take it like this into Substance Painter. And ceiling panel, selected objects, and export. All right, let's give it a try. Here in Substance Painter, let's bring it up. Ceiling panel. Now, let's bake our textures. I don't need vertex color here, so I'm going to switch it to material. And let's change this to 2048 for now. I'll bake this out. Thanks for recommending Krita. I find it just as good as Photoshop. Really cool. I have just gone in and played with it some, and it looks very similar. And GIMP for me was always slow. You know, it was free. It's free, and that's great. And it's been around a long time, but it's just slow. So I'm hoping Krita's a little quicker. All right, so now that we've got this baked, let's delete this. And where's that painted metal? I'll just use that. But I don't want it to be that dark. If I go back over here, it's kind of a greenish green. It needs dirt. It needs to be Let me try that. Okay. Where's that iron rust? Here it is. Drop that there. Let's add a black mask. Well, that's not too bad. Anyway, I'm going to add a generator here. And I want this to drip. Let's have it drip. Okay, now that's way too much. Let's invert it. That, okay. And I'm not wild once again about the indentations there. So I wonder if where that is. If it's in the height. I'll switch to height, and is it in the height in the painted steel? Yeah, it looks like it is. So I'm just going to take that all the way down. All right. I think that's about what I want. Let's give it a try. It very well could be that I have to generate a couple of different versions so that the rust doesn't look the same on each one. I might have to do that. So what I can do then, well, let's try this. So I'm going to export textures, and I'm going to do it twice for different configurations of the rust, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm going to export this. I'm going to call this, I'll put this in a new folder, call it Ceiling Panel 1. There we go. And I'll export these out. Okay. And then I'm going to hit random for the generator here. So for the generator, I'm going to hit random and generate a new configuration for the rust. Let me hit it again, make sure I can see it change. Yeah, so there we go. So there's a different way, or a different look for that. And now I'll export this out, and let's see if I should only need 2 of these. And we'll then, oh no, 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 no. Oh, I wrote right over it. Let's try that again. So now I'm going to hit random again. Okay, so there we go. Now I wrote right over what I just did. So now I've got to change this. Go back one. And let's call it Ceiling Panel. Panel 2. There we go. Now let's export out into that one. So now I've got 2 versions of it. All right. Let's take it all into Unity. See if it's going to work. All right. So I'm going to zoom way out here. And let me save just in case. Where is this? There. Nope, that didn't work. Let's try that. Now, I'm going to go into my Substance Painter, my exports, and I've got Ceiling Panel 1 and Ceiling Panel 2. What if I just drag these in the folders? I've never actually tried that. Let's see how that works. Just wondering if it brings the folder structure in. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. That's good. Now, find my ceiling panel here. No, that's not it. Be in here. There it is. Let's bring that in. Drag it into the hierarchy. There it is. So I need to bring that up a bit, don't I? This. And is it gonna fit? Okay. Looks like I need to bring that ceiling up a little bit, don't I? I mean, I could get it to work kind of like that. Let's just try this real quick. I could bring up the walls so they meet that. I may have to do that. But let's go ahead and put the textures on. So there's that. Let's do ceiling 1 here. I'll bring these guys in. Oops. Didn't do that, did I? That. And the normal map. Still didn't get that. There we go. It looks like it's too bright for some reason. I could take the color in the albedo and bring it down a bit. See how that works. It also could be because it's still baking out the colors. That's true. Alright, so now let me go to the top view, orthographic. I'll go to wireframe. And let's just duplicate it and see if I can. Let me go back to shading, turn off the lighting. Well, that doesn't help. Oh, it's because I'm looking at the back of the polygons. That's why I can't see it. That's why we can't see it very well. All right, that's not going to work. Let's go back down here then. Look at it from down here. Duplicate it. Let's move it forward. And for this one, what I could do get it right up against there. What I could do is change the textures to ceiling panel 2 like this, this, and this. Whoa. Oh, it's the same material. Okay, that's not what I want to do. All right. Let's try this again. I need to create a new material. That's why it's having a little bit of trouble there. Let's make sure that panel number 1 is back in there. So yeah, I just need to generate a new material for ceiling panel 2 is all. What just happened? All right, well. I created a whole new material. Let me try this again. Don't need this. Okay, so select that. Where's that material now? Here. Ceiling panel. There. Alright, so now I'm going to duplicate this. I think I can duplicate it. There's ceiling panel. I'll call this ceiling panel 2. And this one needs to go over here. Like that. So now ceiling panel 2 and ceiling panel. There we go. Just needed a whole new material for it is all. There we go. And fix it. Do that. Okay, so now the rust is a little bit different on one than the other. And then what I got to do is take this one then and I'll just duplicate it and move it over there. And that should be far enough apart so you don't see the replication in the patterns of the rust. Okay, let's see. Looks like it's not big enough. Oh, well, I think it can be. I think it will be. I'll have to adjust the walls a bit, as I said, to bring that up a little higher. But I think that'll work. Let me just run around and take a look up. See if we can see anything at all up there. That's my problem. It's too brown. So I'm going to need to work on that. So these final little tweaks are going to be something I'm going to have to deal with here. I'm going to have to work on. But what I do want to do is see if I can come in here and just add a couple of point lights in here. Let me turn this back on so that's a little bit more, so we can see into this area a little bit better. It's not bad, but I feel like we can't see into it very well. So let me just try and create a couple of point lights in here and just see if I can use these to kind of fill in so we can see into the platform areas a little better. And then I'm going to have to come in and I'll have to go and redo the color on the roof panels there. I'm not a fan of that. Let's try something like this. I'm just trying to get a little bit of fill light in here, like this. So we can kind of see into there a little bit better. Let me hit play again and run around in there. Still a little dark. I don't like that on the wall there. All right. So I'll move that back. Yeah, so I'm just going to take maybe put the intensity or just increase the range maybe. Maybe increase the range. Let's try that. And that'll just, I think, give us a little bit more ambient light in the room so we can see up into there. Just a little bit. I want lights over here, don't I? Let's see. I love it. Someone says, I love working on his project while everybody's talking about your laptop. I kind of like that too, actually. That's funny. All right. So I think now the tasks ahead of me here are fixing the color of the ceiling. I don't like that color. It's not working for me. I think it needs to be a little bit and the platform and everything else. I need to move these lights over here over to this side. And then I also need to extend these walls up so they fit around our ceiling. And those, I think, are the three things I need to do. And once those are done, I will be done. Asked yesterday, I think, what you might like to see for. I said there was going to be, I need to do a warehouse, cafeteria. I need to do a playground. I think what other things. I'm also going to need an exterior of a building of an old run street with a freeway running by it. Commented on cafeteria. So what I'll try and do is I'll try finish and then to cafeteria. I'll you reference images. We'll start doing it. Video editing tests. That's one of the things I'm working on for Blender actually. So that'll be a that you can share at Blender 101. Let's see. And yes, it is. So that actually is like fun. That re-energizes me because I work scenes like this and I want to finish it to the cafeteria. All right. Well, thanks, and again tomorrow, same time. Thanks a lot, and take care.